So I just picked up our Toys for Tots for our 5-year-old, and I have to say, I am highly disappointed.
An obviously used pair of shoes.
And we got a thing of baby wipes.
I didn't want to come on here and talk about this because I don't want people calling me ungrateful. But
you are a terrible parent.
And I guess I'm going to be on the ungrateful angel tree list.
I signed my little boy up for a Christmas charity, and I wanted to show you all what we got. I am grateful for what we got. However, I am going to be honest, I am a bit disappointed. And let me show you why. An obviously used pair of shoes. A used hat from the 90s, the tag says. A shirt with obvious staining. A used Hot Wheel toy. A Paw Patrol toy. A book that is literally falling apart. And an basically ancient Mancala game. Again, I am thankful, but...
The caption here says, I don't care, this is sad. It's not about the lack of thankfulness. This is cruel. If you can't afford to give other people's children gifts for Christmas, then don't. It's optional. This is a waste of resources. I thought it was a careless and thoughtless attempt at helping someone. 100% agree with that statement. And I can totally understand why she's upset about that. She's trying to be grateful. Girl, there is really nothing to be grateful about that nonsense. It's really disturbing that someone wanted to do that to you.
I just got my angel tree gifts for my kids, and I'm like the most disappointed I've ever been in my life, okay? So the 4-year-old, he asked for a Nintendo Switch, okay? And they didn't get him a Nintendo Switch. They got him like a Next Playground because they like left a note and they were like, I don't think he can play with this. But like, I wanted a Nintendo Switch for the house so that we could all play with it, okay?
Well, get your ungrateful ass up and get it yourself. They don't got to do nothing for him.
And then my 11-year-old asked for a bike. And they got him a bike, but it's like not that nice. It looks like they just got one of the cheaper bikes from the store. And the 13-year-old asked for a gift card, and all they gave them was a $75 gift card, which just like screams broke.
Calling somebody broke and you on an angel tree? That's insane as hell. How the hell you gonna complain about some free shit?
Because I don't know, like at least $100. She's 13. And then for my 2-year-old, I asked for like little Tykes toys and stuff. And they got me off-brand, first off, which, like, it's Angel Tree. Why would you buy off-brand?
You're annoying as hell. This is exactly why people don't like to do shit for people. Like, you're not entitled to anything.
But then they bought, like, cases of diapers. But the case of diapers, you guys, are Walmart brand, and I would never use that. I only use Pampers Swaddlers. Just because my kids are poor doesn't mean they don't look good. And then they bought them all some clothes, which, thanks, I guess. But I usually buy them name brand, like, underwear and stuff like that. And Nike, Adidas, they don't wear Target. I'm like disappointed. I kind of like want to return everything and forget about it.
Yeah, you just do that and return every goddamn thing. Since you're ungrateful, at least I can give it to somebody that's very appreciative.
Who puts a Nintendo Switch on their Angel Tree wish list for a 4-year-old? This baffles me. Yeah, girl, I think it was you that wanted the Nintendo Switch. To be fair, it sounds like someone did get a Nintendo Switch. Maybe you should have said, I want the Nintendo Switch too. And then you might have gotten it. So I don't know. I watched a family return Angel Tree gifts at Walmart, demanded that they be given a Walmart gift card if they weren't given cash back. And then I watched that same man with the kids in tow buy beer and smokes with that Walmart gift card. I nearly lost my crap. I would too, especially if you're returning the presents for your kids in front of your kids. You are a terrible parent. Unless they were terrible gifts like some of the ones that I did agree with, right? If it was like a Nintendo Switch, you are the devil. You are the devil. You are worse than the Grinch, okay? Worse than the Grinch. Because at least the Grinch like took it not in front of the children's eyes, right? Diabolical. Diabolical.
I'm definitely very appreciative for the help from Angel Tree, but I am extremely disappointed.
What is up with these Angel Tree recipients being so ungrateful for the free help that people are giving around the holidays?
We signed up for Angel Tree. We're not going to have much of a Christmas, if any, due to financial reasons.
You can't afford to give your kids gifts around the holidays. You signed up for Angel Tree. People responded to your Angel Tree, and you're disappointed. Okay?
This is maybe the 3rd year in a row that we've had to use Angel Tree.
3 years on Angel Tree? You know beggars can't be choosers.
I don't want to say disappointed. I'm I think that would be the right word.
If you're disappointed in the gifts that people bought for your family that you asked for because you couldn't afford to give them at Christmas, then maybe go buy your kids gifts yourself. Oh, wait.
I do believe my children were forgotten angels.
Forgotten angels? What?
Like, my daughter doesn't like pink unicorns. She got pink unicorn stuff, a beanie and mitten set. He's autistic, so he does not keep anything on his head.
You're mad that your daughter got items that are in the color pink, and you're upset that someone bought your son who has autism mittens and gloves to keep them warm during the holidays. Girl, honestly, be so for real.
I mean, it's fair if you want to be disappointed. I'm not going to fault anyone for being disappointed. Maybe she should have specified what her children should not get or what they should not receive. I wasn't able to find the TikTok of what she actually received, but it's perfectly fine to be, I guess, ungrateful, right? You're still in need. It's how I look at it is you want something like you're probably frustrated as a parent because you're unable to provide items for your children, and you see other people out there who have way more money than you, who clearly do not qualify for Angel Tree. And you're like, really? You guys couldn't give my children something more? Now, I don't think she was asking for like electronics and stuff, but I always hate this, beggars can't be choosers sentiment. I think we don't understand how close some of us are to homelessness. We're way closer to being homeless than millionaires, by the way, the majority of the US population. I don't know how it is in other countries, but in the US, that's kind of how it is. The comments here are saying, looks like she's eating well. She could DoorDash waitress something for her kids' Christmas. I did it many years. I used to do Angel Tree, but not anymore. Okay, so you're kind of a hypocrite then, saying that you worked but also needed to do Angel Tree. Like, I don't understand, like people, again, it's getting harder and harder. People's SNAP benefits, I don't think they were cut completely, right? But they were diminished to some extent, unless some of the states, like I think Massachusetts, Minnesota, a lot of the bluer states, right? They were able to use their state reserves for SNAP. But again, just because someone's fat, and she is, right? But just because she's fat doesn't mean that she's eating well. Again, it's a nutritional thing. Sure, calories in, calories out. I do wish he linked to her original video so that we can see what she actually received versus his kind of snooty take.
So I just picked up our Toys for Tots for our 5-year-old in Worcester, Mass. And I have to say, I am highly disappointed. This is what we got. From the dollar store. This puzzle. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. But this is $5. Price tag. Still on it. $4.99. And then this thing. I don't even know what this is. Price tag. $3. That is it. That's all we got. I am homeless. Living in my van. Christmas is hard. Granted, I am thankful that it beefs up what we already got him a little bit. But this is highly disappointing. If we couldn't get him anything for Christmas, like we were that hard off, he would be so disappointed. When I walked in, people had bags full of stuff, and we get less than $10 worth of stuff. Like, I don't even know. I'm just happy that I was able to get him a couple good things. And he's going to have a good Christmas. But this is not worth it. It cost me the same in gas to go get it. I'm just highly disappointed. And I think Worcester, Mass, you need to do better. We will not be doing Toys for Tots next year because this was a waste of time and effort. And it's just not worth it. I'm so disappointed, and he would have been too if we couldn't get him anything else. You need to do better, Worcester. I know I'm probably going to get a bunch of hate for not being grateful. I am grateful for what we got, but it's still pretty sad at the same time. And I don't even know. I don't know. I'm just disappointed. And I know he would have been too.
I am not at all trying to sound ungrateful, so please tell me if I am being ungrateful, but this year we struggled and we signed up for Toys for Tots for our kids, our 3 kids, and I put like one bigger, not really bigger, but like a bigger item on each of my kids' tickets and then a bunch of small cheap stuff. just in case, you know, they wanted to buy something bigger, but of course they don't have to. They can just get smaller things. I picked it up today, and these people didn't get anything on their list, not even like the small cheap things. They just kind of decided what they were going to get them. And then my oldest son, who has autism and is 9, he's got all these food aversions. They bought him like almost nothing. They got him like 3 small stocking stuffers. They got him a puzzle. It's like a 80-piece puzzle that is for like ages 5 and up, and he's 9. It's just like, I don't know, it just didn't make any sense. And then they got him like 3 of these cheap stocking stuffers, and 2 of the 3 are candy, and my son won't eat candy. Like, I'm so confused. Like, so my 9-year-old didn't really get any presents. He just got a few things I could put in a stocking. Literally like things like this big that they got from our dollar store nearby. Still had the dollar store tags on it and everything. I don't know, am I being ungrateful?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think she's being ungrateful at all. Again, maybe it might be at the fault of the parent not saying what the child doesn't want, but I don't think maybe there is a notes section on the actual angel tree tag to say like dislikes this, because it typically says like needs, wants, you know, what they really like. So what the comments here are saying, it's possible your child didn't get picked and they were given what was left over. I mean, sometimes that happens, right? Sometimes you get so lucky, and I'm sure being on TikTok makes this sting even more when you see these influencers, and we saw them in the last video. They were buying a whole bunch of stuff. Like they were buying like, you know, the proper shoes for children who aren't able to easily, you know, due to disability reasons, like tie their shoes. So they have like the latchable one. Or, you know, some people were getting straight up iPads, like really nice headphones. And it must sting as a parent, especially when it sounds like in her case, this isn't a normal thing to get an angel tree. They have fallen on hard times, as a lot of Americans have this year. And it's just disappointing. And you want someone to commiserate with, right, on TikTok. TikTok is the nicer of the social medias typically. So there's typically a more sweet response than some of the responses that we're seeing to these complaints of ungratefulness. But in my opinion, no, she does not sound ungrateful.
Hi, I just wanted to do an angel tree haul. This is what we got. So I have a 1-year-old, almost 1-year-old, should be 1 after Christmas, 6 days after Christmas. And then I have a 4-year-old boy. And we got this from the angel tree. And then this is really cool. I could put some fruit in it or something. And then my 12-month-old, who wears 12T, got one singular pair of 3T pants. She'll be able to grow into them, right? They're pretty cute. If I cuff them, I can roll them up for her. And then she got this 24-month T Minnie Mouse.
That being said, okay, this is not really related to angel tree at all, but I just saw on TikTok that the eyes on, in this case, Minnie Mouse, aren't actually just the little dots. Those are the pupils. I never realized, because then you see the lashes right up there, right on the edge of the oval. And so it's the whole white plus the black are the pupils. Apparently a lot of people didn't realize that as well, so I don't feel as bad, but let me know if you knew those were the eyes. I thought that was just like the white part of the mouse's face, you know, how like, you know, just the white pattern that animals will have sometimes on their face. So I learned something new, and I hope you did as well. Or you can just be like, girl, we've been knowing that. Anyway, so far I think this is okay of a haul.
Oh, sure. It's actually really cute. I love that little T. It's so adorable. And then we got a thing of baby wipes. Oh, and then she got a little grooming kit. I don't know, my son was playing with that earlier, but she got like a little grooming kit, and we got tissue paper.
So she got the child, by the way. Angel tree is for the children, really. It's the parents who sign the kids up and say, hey, fill out your little wish list, and Santa will provide you with those items. I don't know a child, even an adult, that is asking for tissue paper, okay, or, you know, maybe this is like just, okay, tissue paper, fine, so that you can more easily wrap the gift, right? Okay. But baby wipes? Let's see what else was provided, but I think it's not looking too good.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I was expecting, you know, more.
Oh my God, no, that was it. Sorry, that was it. So the baby wipes, tissue paper, That would be a nice, you know, sort of add-on to what the angel tree actually entailed, what the child filled out. Because then I think that's like a, you know, little bonus for the struggling parent. And I know what you're gonna say because she has like, I think an Apple AirPod in. You never know, again, as I was saying, you never know when you are gonna fall on hard times. You could have a job, you could have a corporate job and no longer have your corporate job. I've been seeing a lot of people getting laid off. I've done like 4 or 5 videos just on layoffs in this 4th quarter since October. It's absolutely diabolical that companies are laying off employees right before the big 3, right? Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, add in Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, any other holidays sprinkled in there. That is really cruel to do to someone. Just gonna say it flat out, that is really cruel. And what I don't like is sort of the lack of solidarity and lack of community that I'm seeing. Well, why are people asking for this? Because some children are used to getting at least a good portion of what they request on their wish list. It's okay. If you can't afford to get a child something on the ticket, then don't do it. Well, it's better to get them something than nothing at all. And then I'll say this, and I think this will be another controversial statement as well. Okay, I'm getting in with a little controversy, but you know who's doing these things? Like, I believe it's Walmart, Target, other retailers. You know who would be better off actually doing angel trees? I'll let you take a guess. Did you say the retailers themselves that get the product nickels on the dollar sometimes? Especially Walmart. Walmart has the best supply chain probably out of any retailer on this planet, okay? They make deals with the federal government, especially probably for tariffs. I think like, you know, Tim Cook went to President Trump in order to get tariffs lowered for Apple or like manufacturing of the iPhone or something, you know, Apple products, because a lot of their products are being manufactured overseas. They're not manufactured here, okay? They're mostly manufactured, I believe, in China, probably Vietnam, India, you know, the bigger manufacturers over there across the seas. So, you know who would be better off doing this? The actual corporations. They're saving money as they're laying people off, right, this year? So that's my little rant. That's just been kind of pissing me off this year. So you don't normally see me upset and angry, but I think we're honestly getting scammed with this angels tree stuff. Like I absolutely love that people are getting angel tree tickets and they're, you know, supplying stuff for the children. That is beautiful. But again, the people that have the most impact, it's like I'm getting a little too much. I'm almost done here. It's almost like, you know, how they pushed recycling and all that sorts of crap onto the consumer. Like, why am I paying 5 cents for a bag when you throw out bags that are updated, right? Like, you know, Target or Walmart, whatever, they don't have the same logos. I don't think they're like cycling out the products. They also throw away toys. They throw away stuff in the bakery. The only place that I can think of that like donates food is Panera, which, I mean, although they were bought out by a private equity firm, I'm still shocked that any restaurant does anything for the needy, right? They donated the leftover bakery products to the churches. So whatever, they just push stuff to the consumer. I get it, we have a lot of money, but you know who has more money and actually gets real tax breaks? Corporations. But that's my little, I'm fed up with the world rant, okay? All right, so this is the video that sort of set off why I wanted to make this video, and it's a nice pair with the video previous.
I didn't want to come on here and talk about this because I don't want people calling me ungrateful. But last Friday, I got my kid's angel tree, and I'm really disappointed. And I'm not ungrateful, but I feel like if you're broke, you shouldn't be trying to do angel tree for anybody.
And you know what? I don't disagree with her. If you are broke, stay away from the angel tree. Stick your dollar store crap in your own kids' bag, please.
Tell me why my daughter, she's 9. All we asked for her was for makeup. That's what she wanted. And they got her makeup, but tell me why they got her like Walmart makeup, like Maybelline, like cheap stuff. Like we wanted Dior, Sephora brands, stuff like that are high end. Like I do her makeup for school. She's still learning to do makeup, but I want her to practice on good makeup because I don't want her skin to break out. But I do her makeup for school. I don't like overdo it because she's young. Like I do blush, eyeshadow because like she doesn't really know how to do eyeshadow, but I do it on her eyeliner. Sometimes I do like really small like strips of lashes and stuff. Anyways, my 4-year-old is a boy. I asked for one of those Next playgrounds. They're like only $200. Tell me why they just got him like a smaller like playground set that's like $99.
Okay, girl. That's a little ungrateful. So with the makeup stuff, your daughter's pretty young. If you're younger than 12, I don't think you need like any of the luxury makeup. Now, Sephora brand, I haven't actually been to Sephora in a while. All of my makeup is actually from when I went to a trip in Korea. So I have like Korean eyeliner, mascara, stuff like that. And I actually have a Maybelline, what is it? Is it Maybelline? Yep, I have a Maybelline Super Stay Vinyl Ink. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. It's been used and loved. So that is pretty ungrateful. Dior, girl, please stop. Sephora brand might be affordable. I don't know. I haven't been in Sephora in a while. For your child, that playground set, girl, $99 is a lot to spend on a child, to be fair. A lot of people have been saying, you know, a minimum of like 50. You got $99 plus tax. I think that's really good.
Like, you could have just spent $100 more. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was not serious. So now he has like a smaller playground, which is fine, but like I wanted the bigger one so we could all play as a family. But now he's the only one that fits in that. But anyways, my eldest, my 13-year-old, we asked for a Nintendo Switch. The one that just came out. Tell me why they got him the old generation one, not the new one.
Girl, this has to be satire. Like, if it's not, like, if it is satire, she's a really good actress. You got the older Switch? The older Switch is still really expensive, right? Girl, I just looked it up. It's like $250. That is an incredible, you got a really generous sponsor.
Like, it was probably like $200 more, maybe a little less. I don't know. But I feel like if you're not like an influencer that's like rich, I feel like you shouldn't be doing angel trees because...
Okay, she's smiling a little bit. I think she knows she's being snarky. I think she's trying to rage bait us, okay? I see through you, girl. I see through you, rage baiter.
Now, like, my kids are disappointed. I'm disappointed. And, like, I want to come on here and tell you guys, but that's crazy.
Girl, you're crazy, please. Calling someone broke and not being able to provide for your own kids is crazy. Correct. Oh my goodness. Merry Christmas, LOL. And it's the guy that we watched. She said... That's my twin, WTF. At least she has a good attitude. I think she knows she's rage baiting people. She just wants the clicks and views, which that's fine. That's how the Paul brothers got famous, by rage baiting people. So you know what? It works.
And I guess I'm going to be on the ungrateful angel tree list too, because today I went to go pick up my baby's angel tree presents, and this is what she got. This is the angel tree. This is some of the things, you know, that I requested that was on her list. I put her favorite color, I put the stuff she wanted, and this is what she got. A Peeps candy dispenser, this doll right here, and this doodle board. So those little couple things look like they came from the Dollar Tree. I mean, I wasn't expecting them just to make my Christmas tree be big and full with 1,000 gifts, but for real, this is what we doing, and I have to find a ride to go get it. So yeah, I'm feeling some type of way, for real. And they made us wait all the way until today, December 20th, to go get it, and this is the three things that she got. So I guess I'm enjoying the ungrateful list. I hate to be that way, but come on, man. Some of us don't got cars. We have to find a ride. We have to pay people to take us. The money that I paid for somebody to take me, I could have just bought her some things. Went to the Dollar Tree and bought her some things for the money that I spent. But these are the things that I put on her list. I'm thinking she's finna get some clothes, maybe an art easel, the doll, the big doll, the big Barbie doll with the little stroller, baby doll with the stroller, some shoes, put her clothes size down, stuff like that. And this is the 3 things that I got. So, as well.
This is the first video I've seen that I actually agree with 100%. This is so unacceptable. I'm almost certain that Easter Rabbit Pez dispenser candy is expired. Exactly, and I'm scared to let her eat that candy for real. It's not even Christmas themed. That is diabolical. I mean, Christmas, Jesus, again, Christians in the comments correct me, right? Christmas is his birthday. Oh my God, isn't Easter his day? That's rude. Yeah, that's not ungrateful. They didn't even try. That's a here damn gift if I ever seen one, right? That is so messed up.
So I just went and picked up our adopted family as we were part of the program for myself and my kids, and I'm just so unbelievably overwhelmed. I don't even know what's inside of all these boxes or totes or anything. I'm just excited that the wrapping paper they got is the wrapping paper I wanted to get for my daughter. I can't even express my gratitude. I can't. I have 4 beautiful babies, and it sucks that I can't do this for them myself. But I so appreciate all of you that have done this for families that need this. And because of this, my kids are truly going to get the Christmas that they deserve. I wish I could reverse Uno this and be the person who could do this for somebody else. And I pray someday I will be in that boat where I can give a family this same blessing, because I am so overwhelmed with love and support right now. I can't even put it into words. To the people that donate to us, I am so unbelievably grateful. I am so grateful, and I appreciate you, and I thank you so much. I really, really appreciate everybody that's done this. Truly, it is such a blessing, and to be on the other side of this, seeing it now this way, after watching so many TikTok videos and following along, and seeing all of you donate and doing the amazing acts that you've done, my family truly appreciate you, and thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I cannot believe I'm putting myself on camera looking like this, but I have so much emotion and so much gratitude right now that I just need to get it out and just say thank you. Truly, I mean, I know that I'm just rambling, but this is how I'm feeling right now, and my nose is running.
Oh, this poor lady. You did do that. You asked for help and it was needed. That is what you are doing for your kids, and I hope you and your babies have a very Merry Christmas. I do too. Ugh. I was an angel tree kid for most of my childhood. We were able to grab tags this year. I'm so glad you got taken care of. Isn't that sweet? Like, people, again, you fall on hard times and you just need a little help from your neighbor. We're no longer a community, so you have to go outsource it to a third party, but we're humans, right? It's the least we could do is provide a nice Christmas for the children.
I don't want to come on here and seem ungrateful, but we just got our angel tree gifts for our kids, and like, I'm not ungrateful, but tell me why I asked for my daughter to have makeup and they gave us this cheap SpongeBob shit. You know, like, we wanted Dior makeup. You know, she's 9 years old and I do her makeup for her. I give her an understated look like mine. But I feel like if you're not rich or an influencer, you shouldn't be doing angel tree, because for my son, I asked for the new Nintendo Switch 2. They gave us a Nintendo fucking Switch. I mean, we're like so disappointed. Like, I am seriously so disgusted at people because they are not doing the right thing. And I am going to call angel tree myself right now. Hold on. Let me fix my hair though. Hold on. I'm calling because I've gotten your angel tree gifts for my kids and they are ridiculous. I really need to speak to your manager. Where is Mr. Angel Tree? Where is Mr. Angel Tree? I want to speak to him right now. Hello? Hello? What the fuck?
I mean, that's kind of how she reacted a little bit. I mean, I do understand being ungrateful for your gifts. This parody's just really funny and I wanted to share that. And she even thought it was funny. All right, so what did you think? Did you think these people were ungrateful? Did you agree with those crappy gifts? Because I'm leaning a little more towards they were trying to be grateful for some crappy gifts. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. If you like videos like this, subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next one.